to work with these guys, even if it was a low-budget horror movie. Neville Brand, I love Neville Brand. I'd seen Neville Brand in some weird, because I love war movies as a kid, some weird naval movie where he plays a chief petty officer. It's real sentimental, but I've seen him on that kind of cinema verite, almost like a sentimental war story, contemporary, treated Cassavetes like, almost cinema verite. And Neville Brand was great in that, and I loved him in Laredo and all these things, and I got to work with Neville a lot, and I'd heard all these incredible stories. There's all these legends of Neville Brand, and the faculty of Universal going crazy and stuff.
Oh, just so fool.
Yeah, that's really what brought me there, and I'll just add something. I drove, it was filmed at the old Raleigh Studios, across from Paramount, and I lived right around the corner. I could walk to work. And my first day on that set, Raleigh Studios was just a funky, rundown old studio back then. And I remember walking in that soundstage. And this was my first horror movie. I didn't quite know what I was getting into because I was part of the new Hollywood. And I walked on that soundstage, and there was this mock-up Victorian, rundown Texas farmhouse, Gulf Coast farmhouse, and a road into infinity, and cactus and tumbleweeds and dirt and iguanas and monkeys screeching on the veranda, and Neville Brand walking around with a cigarette, and it was like, God, this is going to be a great movie. I'm so glad I said yes. I'm so glad. And Toby and I instantly clicked. Toby and I had this weird shorthand, and it didn't even come from respect because we didn't know each other then. It's just Toby will say three things, and I absolutely know what he means by one of them. Robert, now you come around the back of the Cadillac, and maybe I'll see the brake. And he'll say brake light. And I know, I can see the shot in my own mind's eye. He'll say one thing, and then you'll be sitting around with Toby, and you'll want to talk about something like that, and Toby will be talking about, Gettysburg or Bull Run or some extraordinary piece of literature or some great movie that you want to run out and see immediately, because he must have an IQ of 200, so he can frame of reference everything, But, yeah, we just sort of understood each other right away.
How's his name? Name's Buck.
Well, I played a part similar in the theater.